So Patchy has officially joined us on this episode. This is wonderful. So I want to hear what her thoughts are on Toonami actually premiering My
She
Hero Academia
showing
season
up.
4.
Right.
She's trying to eat your headphones.
Yeah, basically.
All right, I guess she has something to say. All right, so Tristan, I said this before about another topic, and I'm gonna say it again. I called it, Tristan.
I mean,
Remember? If
kind
anyone
of
doesn't
saw that
remember,
coming.
if anyone doesn't remember, when season 3 was airing, not even reruns, when it was airing its final episodes at the 3:30 a.m. part of the block,
Yeah.
which at the time was the last one of the night. Now they're extending it to 4:30 again, which is great. But it was the last one of the night. Everyone was sitting around like, "Oh, okay. Are we good?" You know? And Tristan was too. Tristan was like, I guess I don't know what's gonna happen there. And I said, Tristan, it's just because it's probably super old at this point, and it's half old, half too recent that people have already seen it. Like it wasn't simulcast,
Yeah, right.
so it's in this weird position where anyone who wants to watch it before season 4 comes out on Crunchyroll, I believe, or at the very least on the Funimation streaming service, before
Right.
anyone wants to watch it there, they're going to watch it on Funimation or on Crunchyroll. They're not going to see it on Adult Swim, probably on Toonami.
Right. Yeah.
But Dragon Ball Super just ended airing on Toonami. They
Yep.
aired a why is Patchy digging her claws into you?
She always does that.
I know. It looks like you're subduing pain. You're like, it's fine, it's training.
I mean, it. Sure. Sure.
Super just ended in the US, and they did some reruns, but I was still telling Tristan, I was like, nah, dude, they're gonna put on season 4. And
Right.
look at that. They've put on season 4 at the start of the block. So
Right.
it's not that they don't believe in My Hero.
Yeah.
It's just that they were probably sitting back like, what are we gonna do if we have Dragon Ball Super first, and we have a bunch of other shows that are just coming in new. We want to see how well they do early on. You can't put One Punch Man season 2 or Doctor Stone at 3:30.
Right. Yeah.
That was all they could do at the time.
Yeah.
So now, by the way, actually, I don't think we had the chance to mention this either. So this is actually a twofer,
Yeah.
guys. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5
Yep. Golden Wind.
is also coming to the block. Now, Tristan, what did I say?
You called it.
Look, I am a very humble braggart. I just,
Hashtag.
I didn't know when it was going to be. I don't
Right.
think I did anyway. And to be
Yeah.
fair, it being at 2:30 a.m. should be
Yeah.
considered a crime.
Yeah.
Legally.
I'm a little disappointed in that myself,
But honestly, I don't think it has anything to do with the ratings. I just think it has to do with the fact that it isn't a simulcast,
right. Yeah. It's been out for a while too.
and I think it already finished in Japan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it already finished, and everything else is not only a simulcast, but is so huge. I think
Right.
the only
Yeah.
one that I feel like should have been potentially brought down because it's not a simulcast is Food Wars.
Yeah, I would have went with that too.
Only because it's not, again, a simulcast. Even though season 3 is out, I believe, or is coming out soon, I think. I'm pretty sure it's I'm not caught up with Food Wars, but I remember that there's a dub that they're still waiting on for season 3, unless it's already started. And the newest arc is maybe potentially out on Crunchyroll. You guys can
Right.
tell me down below. But I'm pretty sure that this one is still season 1 or season 2.
Yeah.
So they're still behind in the
Right.
US.
Yeah. And like I guess you could argue it's also just subject matter of each of them. Like
But even then, JoJo has aired in the 1 o'clock hour.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
So I understand subject matter, but at a certain point, when you're being put under Black Clover, which also has gotten pushed down really far,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Also, I should mention this too. Boruto is being removed from the block. Nothing against Boruto. It's just that I think they need to dub more episodes because they
Yeah.
had that going weekly in the US for like more than a year.
Right.
So you gotta dub more of those. I assume they just need to dub them. And also, you get to a certain point, too, where you have to put out those DVDs to fucking sell that merch.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
think maybe they were like, yeah, we got to put those out first for a bit.
Right.
And again, maybe the same thing with JoJo as well, which is why they kind
Yeah.
of held back on that. So yeah, so the full lineup now, starting November 9th. It is nowhere near November 9th. For once, we're actually doing this early. Usually we have these a bit too close. The block is 11 My Hero, 11:30 One Punch Season 2, 12 Doctor Stone, still a simulcast. One Punch Season 2 is technically not a simulcast, but it's also pretty close, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if it is still airing, my bad, but I'm pretty sure it's closer to the end, even if it is.
Yeah. I believe it's finished up or
Okay.
very close to being.
Okay. But if it was finished and it was only like 12 episodes or something. Fire Force at 12:30, and that's also a simulcast. 1
Yeah.
a.m.
I think they're like an episode or two behind, maybe, but
of what? Of
close.
One Punch?
Fire Force.
Oh no, Fire Force. Yes, I know. And then Food Wars is at 1. 1:30 is Demon Slayer, another simulcast that I'm also interested that they kind of just threw that there instead of. Actually, no, Demon Slayer might not have been a simulcast. I think they might be done with that already. Yes, they were done with it, or at the very least, they were at episode 26 by
Yeah.
September 29th. Either way, 2 a.m. is Black Clover, 2:30 is going to be JoJo Part 5, 3 a.m. is Shippuden. My God, Shippuden.
Right.
Wow. All right, man. Man, fucking somebody is into Shippuden.
Still kicking around here.
Honestly, they must be looking at that like it doesn't do horrible, it doesn't do great. We need something for one part of the slot that's just in the middle.
Yeah.
It might as well be called Naruto. Shippuden might as well be translated or localized into English as Naruto Old Reliable. Like it doesn't. It's not ahead of the pack.
No.
It's not in the back. It's just in the middle, looking for other enemies, scouting. It's just in the middle.
I mean, I'd say it's still like it would. Cowboy Bebop is also in the title,
But
of
it's
Old
been too
Reliable.
many. But they've done it. They've run it in like as much as I love Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Adult Swim has turned Old Reliable into Old Yeller. Like it's been too much.
Whoa.
You got to give it a break. Same thing with Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, Spike. Yeah.
I'm just saying that you got to give it a break for a bit.
Oh God,
Like,
that
it
hurt
is-
more than you expected it to.
That is true. And then 3:30, Lupin the Third Part 5 is still going. I think it's reruns.
I think it's reruns too, because I could have sworn I saw one of them and it seemed like it was closer to the end. I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
I was under the impression too. And speaking of reruns, at 4 a.m. is Attack on Reruns, Attack on Titan. They added another half an hour to the block, Tristan. So it seems like it's very like I thought they were cutting down because of lack of ratings or whatever. I really think they just kind of look around and they're like, "Yo, what do we got on hand?"
Yeah.
Like they just don't want to force it any farther than it needs to be forced.
Right.
Although what I think they're doing, because Attack on Titan is coming back soon, I believe, or actually no, it should be coming out in Japan actually more in 2020, but I think it was early 2020.
Right. Yeah.
And we're getting closer to 2020, scarily enough. So I'm wondering if they're airing this as like a same thing when they pushed My Hero back, where it's kind of like, oh, we're coming out. We're coming. So I'm wondering if they're going to simulcast maybe the newest season of Attack on Titan when it comes out.
Right. Possibly.
Either way, Tristan, what are your thoughts? You're caught up on My Hero.
Yeah.
Would you watch this?
Oh yeah. And it's funny. I've been not Saturdays, but yeah. No, I was never mind. But yeah.
Alrighty then.
No, I was thinking of like, oh, I get out of work at 11. I might be able to catch like the tail end of it. But yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna probably watch it on Crunchy.
But if you're home, like you actually do have the chance.
Turning this on, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been trying to catch like Doctor Stone and Fire Force. Might try and get into Demon Slayer.
It's only like I think it's only 2 to 3 episodes in.
Right.
I just saw it on my DVR because I was trying to set it to record for tonight, and I think it's literally within the first 4 episodes.
Right.
So you're not missing much.
Right. And I'll always watch JoJo again.
Yeah. Hey, it doesn't matter what time you work. You can always watch JoJo on a Saturday.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah.
yeah, it's
Uh, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to season 4 of My Hero.
my favorite on the block. Just looking at all these, even though funnily enough, I haven't caught an episode of any of these recently.
Mm,
But I'm just gonna point at my favorite. If it's not JoJo Part 5, it's My Hero. And
right.
it's because I haven't seen One Punch, but I've heard some issues with season 2. I've heard amazing things about Dr. Stone, but again, I haven't seen one episode. I've seen some funny stuff about it. I've seen some memes about Demon Slayer. A lot
Yeah.
of memes.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer, it honestly, like, if it maybe it's because of its content like we were talking about earlier, but
Yeah.
it really should. By the way, what happened over there? Okay. You switched over to another tab and it looked like the lights went out, and I was like, is the fiend in your house? I got so nervous.
All you gotta do is let me in.
But either way, I wonder if Demon Slayer should actually be higher on the list.
Right.
And I only say that because like I've seen a lot of memes, and not just from like one person who's obsessed. Like there are a lot of people on my timeline looking at it from a Facebook and Twitter perspective
Yeah.
who are really enjoying
Yeah.
Demon Slayer.
Slayer. Right.
So I'm wondering if that's like again, it's more of a hey, we have to put this later. We can't put it next to My Hero. And
Right.
B, if it's because it's not brand spanking new.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering. Either way, Tristan, what's your favorite pick out of this new Toonami block?
I mean, it's JoJo.
That's fair.
Always gonna be JoJo.
And before we
But
wrap
Fire
this,
Force, and I mean, I've been reading the manga for Doctor Stone, but
I
probably a tie for like Doctor Stone and Fire Force
I
as well.
want to get into Fire Force, but you and some other friends of ours have been talking
Yeah.
to us about it. Not even friends, just people online. Some friends, but usually people online. And it really seems like some of the comedy aspects, the plot, quote
Yeah.
unquote, kind of takes over scenes. Like it's not even like it's funny or you can go, ah well, and then move on. It overtakes some
Yeah.
scenes. So
Yeah. And that's
yeah.
definitely one of my bigger problems with it, and why I'm not like more, because like I've been watching it, but then I'll stop for a bit and then I'll be like, oh right, new episodes are out, and I'll go back to it.
And then you'll see it for 10 minutes and you're like, I'm gonna take another break.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah.
depends on the scene,
Yeah.
but yeah, there, and it's not always, but there's just like a few here and there that I'm just like, wow, that really just took me out of the whole, you know,
Yeah.
episode. And like, I get it. I I
No,
know where these jokes are coming from. I
it's
mean,
just that
same
we're in
picture, so
2019.
weird. Yeah, exactly.
That's the
It's like
thing.
I'm
So,
I never really liked those kinds of jokes when I was younger, like high school either.
hmm.
But like now it's like, all right guys, like I'm not.
I think I may have liked them in high school, but I'm not in high school anymore. And
Right.
these characters, are they at high school age?
I mean, some of them are, not
Yeah, that's
all of
weird.
them. Yeah,
Because at least if they're adults, it's like, all
right.
right, if you're a high schooler, you look up, and if you're at our age, which is we're 27. I'm
Not yet.
no okay, right. Tristan's like, let me hold on to my youth. One more month, a couple
Yeah,
more days.
basically
Um,
another week.
yeah,
Um,
but
but
anyway,
yeah,
so yeah, I
yeah,
get you. I get you. One more thing before we officially wrap this one up. Not the whole episode, just this specific story. This kind of throwing it in at the end there is a curveball. Did you hear that we're getting another T.I.E?
no, oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, it's actually coming out within the next month or so.
Oh, sweet. All right, so it'll probably be around my birthday, like it usually is.
I'm happy birthday to you. I'm pretty sure we're getting a new T.I.E.
Sweet.
Within
Okay.
2019.
Right.
Yes, The Forge will be airing on November 9th. Kicking off the block with the whole new
Right.
everything that's
Okay.
happening. So
Sweet.
yes, The Forge will be airing on November 9th, and it will be shifting the whole block again back at 11:30, ending at 4. Well, it's ending at 4, but literally Attack on Titan is
Right.
yeah. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, I'm not crazy. Okay. Um No, they're giving me this weird blurb where like they're mixing up info. And I'm
Right.
like, this is odd. Anyway, either way though, yes, it's coming out in 2019, literally next month, and it will conclude December 14th, 2019. So for Christmas, we might be talking about The Forge.
Here's hoping Tom doesn't have to get a new body again. Although he's still pretty cracked and rusted from the last
I mean, he might
TIE,
as
so
well,
like he
honestly.
could use a new paint job.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. Also, I like that this one looks like they're going to actually have another villain, like an
Right.
actual villain behind it.
Yeah.
And
Right.
the villain, do you know who voices the villain?
Steve Bloom.
No, 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 no.
Oh.
Steve Bloom is Tom. The guy who's voicing the villain voiced Jet.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, I think I did. Maybe I did hear.
It slowly creeped into your mind.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
that's gonna be beautiful.
yeah, so either way, just wanted to tail that at the end of this. Tell us what you think about both a new TIE and some of the changes to the block down in the comment section down below.